Yo, what's up guys? It's Justin here. Something is happening to the RPT event. Look, there's 5 minutes and a lot of things are happening. Like, look at this. Oh, I'm getting excited. It's December 1st. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. That scared me. Oh, what is that? Look, the beast worm. And then Piggy stuck. Uh... So this bus parked. There used to be something behind that. Whoa, what is that? Okay. Oh. Okay. Whoa. What is this? Okay. I know this one. Okay, what was that? There's a bunch of little things around. Whoa, what is that? Award. Wait. BBB234. Whoa, what is that? Ew. This is so weird. Okay. 3 minutes, everyone. Boom, 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 boom. Also, this ship is here. I haven't bought anything yet. I'm not. This is expensive. I don't know why it's so expensive. Oh wait, what does that say? Dev note. We have that. We have the piggy thing. Hmm. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's get in our Ready Player 2 outfit. Wait, Ready Player 2 treasure hunt begins soon. Watch the Q&A at 10 p.m. PST. Oh, wow. Let me... Let's go to hats. What do... Wait, let me... Everything is running so slow. Okay, here we go. Let's put on the... I'm gonna put on the Crown of Madness shirts. I'm gonna put on the Robes of Madness. I'm gonna put on the... Okay, I'm gonna put on the Pants of Madness. And then... Let me go to face. I'm gonna put on the Doc's mask. And then I'm gonna skin tone, change it. Okay. Oh, shoot. There's 29 seconds. Wait. Oh. 19, 17, 16, 15, oh wait, 14, 13.
Hey, this is Dave Baszucki, CEO at
Oh,
Roblox, and I am here with Ernie Klein. Hey,
here, I'll
Ernie.
put it up for you guys.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. Last time we were together, we were hanging at South by Southwest talking about your first book, Ready Player One. But today
Woo!
it's Ready Player Two, and we're celebrating the publication in the
Whoa.
U.S. and the U.K. I think it's safe to say this is probably the most highly anticipated fiction book of 2020. It's clearly on track to be a massive hit. I've read it. I'm blown away. It's worth it. It's worth the wait.
I'm excited for people to finally get to read it.
Oh my god, look at
With
his
Ready Player
DeLorean in the
2, we're
back.
going to see a lot of great stuff. There's another quest. Um, there's some technical advancements
I'll
that
put it
Halliday
down so you
left
guys can
for
hear me.
Wade that could change a lot of things. We've got a
Oh
lot of
my god,
action. I
99
think
plus.
it's not just the future of the Oasis, it's even a bigger future at stake. Because you're a visionary and you're thinking about VR all the time, I think there may be even hints and advancements there. So
Is this,
there's a lot
yeah,
in
this
this
is
thing coming.
Builderman right
You know,
here.
it's lots happened since I wrote the
That is
first book.
James, no, not
I
James
sold it back in
Holiday.
2010, so it's been
That's the
10
creator of
years,
the
and
book.
the whole landscape of VR has changed since then. So there was a lot to take into consideration when I was writing Ready Player Two.
The event we did on Roblox in 2018 had 13 million people participate. I think it's fair to say this is going to be even bigger.
That first Roblox event was amazing, and I heard about it from people all around the world were excited about it. And my eldest daughter, had been playing Roblox for years, so it was really exciting to have Ready Player One take over her favorite game for a while and have her compete in the contest. I warned her she couldn't win, which disappointed her, but she still had fun participating.
Yeah, I think when we talked at South by Southwest, you hinted a little about your daughter. I'm flattered to hear she's hanging on Roblox in the midst of all that's going on right now.
So
So
this is
thank you for sharing
Builderman.
that with us.
Very
It's been a
confused. I've
huge
never seen
boom for, I
Builderman.
think, kids everywhere. Just because it's like the Oasis, it's the closest thing to the Oasis that kids have right now, and just being able to jump in to Roblox whenever they get bored and be with their friends and spend time together in a virtual space has been really therapeutic. So you guys are doing
Everything's
good work.
glitching.
So hey, you're making history with Ready Player 2. Let's roll back to Ready Player 1 because you captured the imagination, I think, of just so many people from so many walks of life. And there was a movie that came out of that, which was also incredible. Does anything stand out for all of us that fantasize about
Also, I've
making
never read
movies and
any of the
being in the
books or
movies
seen
and
any of the
working with
movies.
Spielberg? Does anything
I'm gonna
stand
watch.
out from
I'm
that
gonna see if I
experience
can
for
watch
you?
the movie
Well, the
tonight.
whole experience stands out. This past year, I've kind of been living in my memories of it. I've been in quarantine for a big chunk of the year. I spent a lot of time thinking about what a great year 2018 was and how it just exceeded all my expectations. Really what you imagine making a movie with Steven Spielberg is it's really like that. It's like a dream come true, and I got to see so many things that were in my book, brought to life, including the stacks, like this idea of stacked trailers that I built in my imagination ended up getting built for real. So that stands out to me. I remember driving towards Leavesden Studio in London and seeing the stacks on the skyline for real, and engineers had built this thing that I had just imagined.
When you have this in your imagination and then all of a sudden you see it in the movie in real life, how does that feel? Was it at the point of your imagination, beyond your imagination? Like, how do the two line up there?
Well, in my imagination, I don't drill down into all the minute details the way that they do when they make a movie. You have to dress the sets and imagine everything. So I could walk up into any one of these stacks of trailers and go into any trailer, and the whole trailer, looked like somebody lived there. And people were living there. For the few days that we were shooting in the stacks, it was filled with extras who were all, dressed like it was 2045. It was just incredible. It was really a surreal experience. It felt like a dream kind of the whole time I was there. So even looking back on it now, I have to remind myself that all really happened.
I know from last time we talked, you're a big Spielberg fan. And if we move out of science fiction into non-science fiction movies. He's got a huge collection there as well. Is there anything that like pops out to you like an old favorite of yours?
Out of his non-science fiction films, I would say Jaws is probably my all-time.
That movie, I remember seeing it and being scared in the movie theater with my parents.
Yeah,
Uh,
everyone was. Yeah.
was there anything in that movie that you thought like stuck out to you? Favorite line? Anything from it?
You're gonna need a bigger boat is the
Yeah.
line that I always quote all the time. Whenever the tools at hand are not sufficient, that's the quote that I always draw upon.
Now that we're getting into Ready Player 2, in a way, you've kind of contributed a bit to the advancement of VR. And is there any way you can think about how you've seen this pan out in almost real life? For us, in the midst of COVID, like I mentioned, we've seen the virtual birthday parties, people trying to connect, younger people trying to figure out how to, work at a distance. Even
But is
have you
this
seen any of this
cool?
come true in your life?
Well, yeah. I mean, everything happens. Even the news anchors and every host of late night television. Everybody's having to do everything from home, virtually, including my daughter who's going to school
Okay.
online, and then also in the evenings she's
Um,
hanging out with her
I look
friends
disgusting.
for
I
the
put
late
a
nights,
mask on because
and
Okay, yeah,
spend
you guys
time
want to see it.
in a virtual space there. Which reminds me, she wanted me to ask you if you could get her a unicorn.
I think
Do
there's
it.
probably like hundreds of different types of unicorns, and now
Oh,
that
well.
we've opened up the UGC store on Roblox, there are probably people making unicorns, which
Oh, right on.
so absolutely like
All right.
high five to that. A lot of people now are talking about the metaverse, and we've also seen people starting to chat not just about how we work or how we learn, but how we consume entertainment, how we work together. Ultimately, I think the vision of Ready Player One and Ready Player Two, and thinking about this vision of the metaverse, is all these things we do in real life, we can start to imagine, doing in the metaverse. Have you seen any other pandemic related things going on related to that, or any other metaverse related advancements since you wrote Ready Player One?
Yeah, a bunch. So much of what I was just imagining in Ready Player One has since come about. Like the Oculus Quest, I got a Oculus Quest, my Oculus Quest here that I use to hang out in big screen with my friends. There's a VR app called Big Screen where you can hang out in a virtual cinema and with up to like 12 of your friends and all watch a movie together. And afterwards, when you hung out in a virtual space, you really feel like you spent time together. It's really amazing.
Yeah, so we did, like the One World Together concert inside of Roblox, and there was this really interesting thing of walking around with friends, then looking up at the screen. I found myself going from in 3D screen to full screen mode back and forth, and I really like looking over to my friend next to me and like watching it together. I caught a little of that energy, which I think is what we're all hopeful that the metaverse can kind of bring. So I'm looking behind you at your vehicles.
I actually have two DeLoreans hidden back here. So this is my garage where I come for inspiration.
When I was just out of high school, I had a 1969 Pontiac Firebird, 400
Oh,
cubic inch V8, 4-speed. I know DeLorean is like super favorite for you. Do you use the DeLorean? Like how often do you drive it?
I take this car out every night between usually like 8 and 10 o'clock and listen to 80s music and just like recharge my creative batteries. And whenever I take it out, it always makes people happy. Seeing the car. Usually, somebody's seeing the DeLorean for the first time and it's constantly listening. So it's like a traveling
See, is any of the doors
One
open?
thing I'm
Dang it.
curious about, those DeLoreans, are they stock, or have you had to like modify the engine or anything to keep them going?
Yeah, they're all like 35 years old. They made all the DeLoreans between 81 and 82, so they're all about 40, almost 40 years old now, and they do require a lot of work to keep them running. And then plus adding they obviously don't come with all the flux capacitor and wormhole emitter and all the Back to the Future gear. That's all has to be kind of scavenged and cobbled together. So I've been making it more screen accurate over the years. There's always more tweaks I can do to make it cooler. So
Oh,
it's like a
you
Honda.
guys saw the
Having a
Beastworm
car
Simulator
an old
thing?
car like this antique is it's a fun hobby to have.
Whoa, wait.
And I think, in a sense,
Whoa.
I think those are statements,
They're gone.
aren't they? Like,
Oh yeah, they never rust. Yeah,
isn't that like
they
the
never...
Cybertruck 4 years earlier?
I know. Yeah. It's the Cybertruck definitely looks like it took some inspiration from the DeLorean. For a car that came out 40 years ago.
I want this costume.
Futuristic looking car.
If you get this costume for free, I'll be so happy.
So I know with Ready Player One.
Oh, do you have the headless? Oh, wait. You have the core blocks and the headless? Jeez, you're good.
Time before, in the early days of Roblox, it was Eric and me, like two of us, just working on this thing, and then Matt and John joined us, and that was very different for me. That was going in, writing code every day, quiet office. My life's completely different now, and now we have.
Oh my God, this
hundreds
event
and
is
hundreds of
making
great people that all work
Roblox run
together.
so
How about
slow.
you? Like, has your life changed?
My life has changed drastically. Since when I was writing Ready Player One, I was working a tech support job. I was interested in technology, but I always wanted to be a writer. But I also was interested in computers, and working tech support was a way to kind of work in a facet of what I was interested in. But it was a grueling job where I was on the phone, for 10 hours a day and helping people with their computers. And it wasn't a job that I enjoyed, but because I worked that job, a lot of elements of what I was learning about technology and helping people use computers.
It's running so slow.
Tech support rep, that all worked its way into my novel, into Ready Player One. The way the main character works.
I want to see how many.
In the Oasis.
Oh, geez, 4 million.
And
only
so that was
4 million.
Something from my life that ended up informing the story. So even though I didn't enjoy that job at the time, and wished I was working somewhere else, now I'm grateful, that I had that job and that experience, because it worked its way into my story. It's like when I was a kid, we lived in a trailer park for a while, which was not fun. And my room was actually the tiny laundry room of the trailer, and it was just for a little while. But that was something that I put into Ready Player One. Wade sleeping in the laundry room of his trailer, and the stacks, and all of that came from this experience in my real life, and I saw it depicted in a Steven Spielberg.
Roblox has 4 million followers.
Writers about is
Builderman has 69 million followers. So the creator of the game has less than Builderman.
So you should kind of embrace those experiences, whatever is going on in your life, and try to put that into your work.
And I think there's a lot of optimism, in your books as well, around the power of imagination. And in effect, the metaverse is built on imagination. So I always take that as a very optimistic thing for all of us that are.
Oh, it's 175. I thought it was 775. Dang it.
On Ready Player 2,
no, not dang it. Thank God. This one's more expensive than that one. This one's the least. I'm gonna get these. These are cool. Look at that.
Number 3 in Ready Player One. 3 is
I'm gonna get all of it.
Number 7 is a number that comes up a lot in pop culture and in video games. And kind of collecting 7 pieces of something is something that would come up in Dungeons and Dragons modules, and also in like Sonic the Hedgehog had 7 Chaos Emeralds that were red, yellow, blue, cyan, white, purple, and green. And once you collected all of them, that's what you had to do to, I think, defeat Dr. Eggman and win the challenge. But there are a lot of quests that involve the number 7, and some songs that involve the number 7. And so I saw that was a way to weave all those things into the story and have a kind of a connecting element between them. So it'll make sense what I'm talking about once people out there read the book. But yeah, the number 7 was a big influence.
So hey, with Ready Player One, I think a lot of people who'd never worn a VR headset got exposure to the tech and to your vision through the book and through the movie. And part of the fun, I imagine, of being a sci-fi writer is you're also a futurist in a way. I mean, that's part of the gig of being a sci-fi writer, which sounds really fun. And I think, in Ready Player 2, I think you go even a little further, and there's some really exciting kind of vision going beyond that. When we at Roblox, we kind of done the same thing. We've had vision for 15 years, and it takes a lot of time for some of these things to become reality. But when they do, it's super satisfying. And I'm wondering for you, how's it feel when you see some things in real life come true, after you've written about them?
Well, it's gratifying, but I don't automatically assume that it was my book that helped inspire it, unless sometimes like with the Oculus Rift, the people who worked on that told me in person that there's some things from Ready Player One inspired them. But it's so much easier when you're a writer to just write. Wouldn't it be cool than it is to actually.
I'm gonna go on mute. I feel like I'm annoying you guys.
Design an amazing video game in a story.
Yeah.
But as you know, it's much harder to actually make the real thing.
I think that could be a good thing though, right? Because us technologists, we can get locked in by how difficult it is to build stuff, where writers and futurists, you have the freedom of the written word, right? There's no limit to what you can imagine. And then the technologists more have to like figure out, can we really build it?
Right. And they're the only ones that can really build it. If it was just left up to the writers, all this stuff would remain fantasy. But that's something that I remember hearing about Star Trek, the old Star Trek series. They had those doors that would open automatically. And that's what inspired those doors in grocery stores. Like people at home saw that, and then real engineers went and made it work. So science fiction has always kind of played that role of, what extrapolating where our technology might go. But yeah, that's one of the funnest parts of being a science fiction writer, is imagining where the technology will lead us, and then how the technology, once it arrives, is going to affect people's day-to-day lives.
I love it, because I think it's the best form of brainstorming, is unencumbered brainstorming, without limit. And I think that's a little bit of what you do in your book. So nice job.
Thank you.
Almost like we're taking technology and then we go to pop culture at the same time, like in Ready Player One and now Ready Player Two, like you have this amazing intersection of pop culture with a vision of the future. And I think the reader or the movie viewer can almost get a little bit of a vibe of some of the things that have been important in your life. Can you riff a bit on some of the pop culture influences you've had?
They're endless. Anybody who read Ready Player One knows that my interest in pop culture is very broad. But for Ready Player Two, there are some specific facets of pop culture that I took inspiration from, like John Hughes films. Huge fan of John Hughes movies, especially the John Hughes movies that were set in high school. And he created his own fictional high school, Shermer High School. His high school movies took place like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Kids in Weird Science, Pretty in Pink. They all went to a version of Shermer High School. And I was always fascinated with high school being the setting.
I like to point out that this DeLorean has the Ghostbuster
especially the Breakfast Club
logo on it. Wait, I'll show you guys.
I think 90%, 95% of that movie takes place in the school library.
Look, you see the ghost and then the cross?
Being like this social,
I just wanted to point that out.
For the four kids as they get to know each other. And I always thought that was the library is a fascinating place to set a movie. And it might be the only movie that's completely set in a library.
Yeah, Breakfast Club, one of my favorites. I love the soundtrack as well to that movie.
Oh, so great. Yeah.
So good. Seems like the book was so fun to write. Are there any moments that you felt were super fun without giving away too much?
I don't think I can give away the super fun moments without giving away too much, but I will tell you it was I had fun the whole time I was writing it, because I knew unlike with Ready Player One, when I wrote it, I wasn't sure if anyone was ever going to read it, outside of my friends and family. Whereas this, I knew there were a lot of people waiting and excited to read it, and that whatever I wrote, that story was going to play out. Those events were going to play out in millions of people's imagination, and imagination is even more powerful than computers or the movie platform. Like the human imagination still can't beat that. So I had a lot of fun thinking about, elements in the story that would set people's imagination alight, hopefully. So that's what I did my best. I'm really hoping people enjoy it.
Well, I have a motion I make at Roblox, which is out of the park. So
Yeah. Oh.
I think it's out of the park. So I think
Oh.
everyone's going to really enjoy reading Ready Player 2. Like, kudos to you. It's awesome. And I think also the Robloxians are going to love the challenges as well that we've got in store. So Ernie, thanks again. In the midst of all these crazy times, hanging with you has been a highlight for me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for making time to talk with me. And thank you for teaming up with me to do another Ready Player 1, Ready Player 2 event. This is, I had so much fun the first time because it really is like bringing the story to life, what you guys are doing. Roblox is the closest thing to the Oasis, and this contest is like the closest thing to, the contest described in the book. In reality, and people all around the world get to take part in it. It's really amazing. It's like bringing the story to life. So I can't thank you guys enough.
Thank you, Ernie, again. Over and out. Really enjoyed it.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Ernie is his name. Okay, looks like it's done. Available now. Ready Player 2. Let's see what people are saying.
Hey, this is Dave Baszucki, CEO, founder of Roblox, and I'm here with Ernie Cline. Hey, Ernie.
Hey, Dave. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's been a couple
Not
years.
This again.
Last time we were together, we were hanging at South by Southwest talking about your first book, Ready Player 1.
Well,
but today it's Ready Player 2, and we're celebrating the publication in the US and the UK. I think
you guys can listen to that very lowly.
Probably the most
in case,
highly anticipated fiction book of 2020.
I'm gonna put it even lower.
Clearly on track to be a massive hit.
Come on, open the door.
I'm blown away. It's worth
Let's see this. Okay. Let me go here.
With Ready Player 2, we're going to see a lot of
great Creekcraft.
The best RPG on PC is seconds away. Download now on the player.
Maybe I should rejoin. Let me rejoin. Let me rejoin. Let me hold on. Let me go back to Roblox home. I'm gonna do a. Oh, it begins soon. Oh, the Ready Player 2 treasure hunt begins soon. Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, guys, I guess I'm gonna wrap it up there. It begins soon, not now, soon. So I'll make videos on each door. I already have videos up. How to get the crown and the shirt, how to get the hat, the book, and how to get the can you go on? And how to get the high school. No, well, I didn't say how to, but you guys can. It's an obby. You guys can. I'll tell you the first step. You can get this, obviously. All you have to do is you have to sit in a chair and wait until 8 o'clock and then do an obby and then boom. Easy. But this one took me a long time. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, it's just an end. Peace.